Heaven on earth or heaven in the space? What?
Heaven after death.
Heaven after death.
Yes, please.
In my concept, there is no heaven after death, there is no heaven before death. We create our own heaven. If we can't live in a peaceful society, a heavenly society, which is of our own making and born out of our own human relationship, then to expect a heaven after death is a very stupid idea. Utterly mad idea. When given a chance to build a heaven here, you rejected that chance, that opportunity. And you die in the hope that God will be fooled and say, all right, let them have created hell for others, but I'll put them in heaven. No such thing. It's impossible. Just a madman's dream. Heaven is only created here by us on earth, by ourselves. Even surrounded by hell, we create islands of heaven. Good people everywhere do that. And they are rewarded for that here on earth, and they know that this is peace. They know what nobility is, and they're rewarded along the course of their life for every good action they perform. They can shut their eyes in peace, knowing that when they created a heaven for the servants of God here on earth, they couldn't expect a bad thing from God, who is more kinder and more benign than they could ever be. But what is the nature of that heaven? According to the founder of the Ahmadiyya community, in his book entitled The Philosophy of the Teachings of Islam, he has also discussed this issue of the nature of heaven and hell. Now, it so happens that this 96 is the same year in which 100 years before this book was published and delivered first as a lecture in Lahore in a great conference of religious scholars from different religions. 5 important burning questions were given to the scholars to answer those questions with reference to their own divine teachings, not from their own personal inclinations or preferences. This lecture was declared to be by far the best, outstanding, by all the participants, despite the fact that they were not all Muslims, not Ahmadis either. This is being published again. If you want to learn more about this issue, I would advise you to read that book. It is worthy of note, because in that time when Ahmadiyyat was very little known elsewhere in the world, Tolstoy happened to have a copy of this translated into English and published in the Ahmadiyya General Review of Religions. And he wrote a letter to the editor that this book, which is being serialized in your magazine, is of such great importance to the entire mankind that I have never seen the like of it before. So it should be widely published and introduced to the whole world. And Tolstoy, was a great scholar of Russia, highly respected in the intellectual world. So this book contains the answer to this question in detail.